Bună ziua, dear students, professors and viewers. I'm Tamara Hossein and this is
Yasmine Lekkat.
And we are medical students here at UMFCV in the English section. But we are also a part of the media department of this uni, which is why we are going to talk to a very special guest that is here with us today, Adriana Stara. I would like to call out not just the pharmacy students, but the students from all different departments to get inspired by our special guest. She's the perfect example on how many opportunities you can generate for yourself if you're strong and willing enough. So get inspired, guys.
Now, as the current manager of Abbvie Romania, my first question to you is, how would you describe the pharmaceutical industry and its importance for our partnership?
So thank you, Yasmine, and thank you, Tamara, for all this great introduction and your fantastic research. It was really, I'm impressed of all the things that you have found. So for me, pharmaceutical industry is actually research, development, manufacturing, and supplying medicines and medical devices for healthcare and actually to make better lives. So for me, it's a synonym of innovation, of really producing medicines that alleviate pain, alleviate symptoms, treat people, cure, and save life ultimately. So this is really the nice part about it. And I don't know if you have read a recent article about the breast cancer. They have compared the survival rates today versus 1990, and actually today it's 2/3 more patients have chance to survive breast cancer than before. So the mortality declined by 2/3, which is really an impressive number. So this is what pharmaceutical industry is for me. Of course, in collaboration with research and universities, you can have such an impact.
Yeah, sounds like pharmacy has a really bright future. And yeah, so do you think young people are aware of the career options available to them in pharma?
Not always, unfortunately, but I think it's quite difficult when you start to study to imagine what all are the roles in a pharmaceutical company. But as I said, you find roles from research and development, so really laboratory and basic kind of research throughout clinical trials. You're doing more lab testing, proof of concept. Then when you are interested in processes, then manufacturing is a big part of our organization. Or then when you move forward, once the drug is already on the market, then we have medical affairs, marketing. So there is a variety of options within a company, because when you imagine we are just bringing the product from the very beginning, when it's just a molecule in the lab, up to the end in the hospital into the patients. So the roles are very, very diverse.
Yeah.
Perfect. And still on the topic of pharma companies, how are pharma companies promoting the open positions?
So most of the companies have their own sites. There are several sites for careers, of course, that we promote. But for example, also Abbvie, we have our own web pages, and in the section career, we always advertise all the open positions that we have in the company. But also LinkedIn can be a very good source of information, and with the right keywords, you can really find the good positions that you are interested in.
Yeah. Maybe also by creating internships, you could advertise for the positions. So can Abbvie create internships in partnership with the universities?
Yes, we do, and I'm very proud to say that also in Romania we have an early career program that we offer two type of early career. One is an internship program, which is a 6 months program during the last year of university, and by some schools it is recognized as a mandatory practice, so it counts into the studies. But then also we have a 2-year trainee program with rotation in 3 different departments, which is aimed at the students after graduation or within 3 years of graduation. And actually I'm a big fan of this trainee program, because you can accelerate your career. So you stay 8 months at each of the different departments. You learn very practical things. You are working on the project. You are coached by a senior manager, and you can really try things from marketing, customer excellence, medical affair, or patient safety and pharmacovigilance. As you said, we have a big unit, so the offering is large, and this way you can kind of see what interests you most, where eventually you want to specialize in the future. And if that works out, we are also able then, after this trainee program, to offer a permanent position.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah, and also in recent years, your company has supported numerous projects in partnership with this university, UMF Craiova, projects with real scientific and numerous educational benefits, but also benefits for the community. So what would you say determined their support for this project?
So, when we are looking for partnership, we are looking for like-minded people. And I think that this is what I can say we have found in UMF Craiova. The leadership of the university is very open-minded. You see that there are many people that want to do something, that want to have an impact, and this is important for us. And there is a long history in Craiova. I know that you celebrate this year 25 years, so 25 years of education, organization of different projects is a great value that the university has, and that's why it was kind of natural partner for us.
Perfect. And what would you say would be the key to the success of those projects that you had with UMF Craiova?
So the key to success to any project is actually a mutual respect and a very good collaboration. As when you have two partners, then you have to be very clear on the roles and responsibilities, and each of the partners need to take their best to fulfill what they have committed to. And I have to say that this is a great partnership because the university brings the knowledge in terms of education and the projects. We as a company have a lot of experience in the disease area, the content, the international examples and inspiration. And when you blend those two together, then you have great projects that we have implemented.
Perfect. And if you could rate the involvement of UMF Craiova in health projects, how would you rate it?
So I really enjoy coming over here and watching the university executing the projects. I have to say that I think it usually always comes from the leadership, right? Yeah. And the leadership of the university is very progressive and innovative. And I can give you an example. When I came here to the Craiova Connect, and you've mentioned that, I really enjoyed this meeting and this congress because, number one, it's multidisciplinary, which I truly believe is the future of any congress, because you have to take patients as a holistically, and you need to look from the very different angles. So the collaboration between the disciplines in medicine is really the key for the future success. And number two, I really enjoyed the innovative way of learning. In today's world, the gaming and learning by gaming is very popular, and for me it was fascinating to see it in action actually here at the Craiova Connect, where you had the patient cases doing like a role play, right? And with the two different teams solving the case, you've learned so much more in a very entertaining way. But I think it was very impactful for all the students that have been watching it, and way more effective than if somebody would have been standing there and lecturing, right? So this way you definitely remember what was the case about.
I'm very happy to hear this from you about our Craiova UMF. So, apart from the field of employment, what are other examples of projects carried out by pharmaceutical companies for attracting academia?
So there are several projects. When you go all over the world, it's essential for a pharmaceutical company like Abbvie, or any company actually, to work with academia, because there is a lot of research, and there are a lot of smart brains. So you start with some basic research on molecules, a proof of concept, and then it's way easier for us to take over and take the product through the development. But when we look at Romania, I am really proud to say that we have started a very, very interesting project, Innovation Hub, and it's actually the LOG that you have mentioned, the local American Working Group, which is an association of 13 American pharma company active in Romania, and the G6, the 6 medical universities across Romania, in collaboration or under the support of Ministry of Health, created a common platform called Innovation Hub, where we really want to bring projects and do them together to improve healthcare and to advance and do something for the communities. And there are 3 pillars in the Innovation Hub: clinical trials, digitalization, and screening and educational projects. And I really believe that if you bring the forces together between the universities, the G6, and the pharmaceutical industry or any other private partner, then you will create some projects that will have an impact and will ultimately improve knowledge and access to healthcare.
Yes,
true. So the last question for you today, but not the least, is what would be your message for young students in search of a corporate career?
So what I would say to all the young people that are thinking about, regardless where your interests lie, is it research, discovery, regulatory part, medical affairs, or ultimately marketing, it doesn't really matter. Skills can be learned always. It's about attitude. It's about your willingness to learn. It's about your open mind. It's about actually not being afraid to make a step forward. So this is what I would say. And all of you can be an agent to change. And actually, you have to be, because you are the next generation that will make this world a way better place. So we count on you. So my message would be, embrace the opportunity, keep an open mind, and just go for it. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So not only this message for the students, but also your career as a whole is very inspiring for all the students here at UMFCV and our viewers. So let this be an example of how you can combine creativity and innovation in order to make a great impact on your community. Thank you so much for agreeing to this interview.
And I think I can speak for all of our university when I say I'm really happy to have you in touch and connection with our university.
Yes, thank you so much. It was great having you. And to our viewers, o zi bună!
Mulțumesc! O zi bună!